Oh, we're not going yet? Okay,
Well,
let's
we're
go.
going, but I just want to make sure you're ready to go. It's all about
I'm
consent,
hot.
man. You're hot?
I'm hot.
Listen,
Yeah, I
turn your
gotta turn on.
goddamn fan back on, please, because I don't want you melting in bed. I mean,
You was crazy. I'm hot, but my feet are cold.
that sounds about right. Your feet are always cold, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're always cold.
Yeah. I know that about you. That's it. That's your
You're always.
thing. You can turn the fan back on. It's not gonna kill anything.
It's fine. Well, let me just turn off my because this is another thing. Like I have my heat on, and then I have to turn on a fan. You would just think turn off your heat, right?
No, no, that's appropriate protocol. Like,
So you're saying I'm not crazy. That's what you're saying.
no, no. Like I have my heat on
Okay.
and I have my window open in my room. Actually, I have an air conditioning unit for my room just because I like my room to be cold. But me and the shit
Yeah.
warm in the bed. I need that contrast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's all about contrast. So I
Yeah.
understand. I understand. Well, it's another episode of the Culture Misses podcast. I am Brandon, aka DJ Silk, and joining me yet again,
So today I'm coming from the cloud.
the cloud. Yo, you were really laid back. You gotta love technology.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
Yeah.
it does look like
Yeah.
a cloud. I Yeah, white sheets are on brand for you.
I love white sheets. I love white clean sheets.
Yeah.
I listen, man. You can ask my man. On Friday, I changed the sheets to brand new clean sheets, and I didn't want to leave my room. I want to be here in my room. I was so happy. That
Mm.
is something that comes with age too. Staying home in a clean house, that's a thing.
Oh, that's a flex. That's a flex. That's a flex. That is top tier self-love, self-care. Like,
Yes.
if you can be home and have a nice, comfortable, clean home, and that
Oh,
is like
yeah.
you're on top of the world. So I agree 1,000%. And they are definitely white. My sheets, I don't have any white sheets though. Like I have two sets of navy blue sheets, and then I have gray sheets.
I bet you have gray and blue,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that
Very
am I
nice.
that predictable?
You're a man. Yeah.
But there's
Gray and gray, blue, black.
well, I don't something to me black sheets seem like too porny. Like I wouldn't feel right about having a lady come over and like we do things and there be black sheets. I just feel
Yeah.
like it would be it would make me look like a whore.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I like the
No,
blue.
you're right.
Yeah,
Right.
right? Is that true? Am I
Yeah.
yeah.
Has to be for someone who really likes that color, and maybe, it goes with whatever furniture they have. But you're right. Black is
Kind of hoary.
black. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what it leads me to
Mix it with
believe?
red. Got something there.
It leads me to believe that that a person is not up on their laundry. That's what it leads me to believe. I believe like black sheets, like my navy blue sheets, they do show if they need to be I have
Black
enough sheets. Huh?
black wood too.
Yeah, but I think people don't think that they do. That's the
Mm.
point. Like,
They're like, oh, let me buy these black sheets so I don't have to wash them like in a year.
yeah, exactly. Right. Meanwhile, there's white crust and shit on it. Yeah.
Ew.
I really do feel that is the intent behind black sheep. But yeah, no. But the
Do you
white
know
sheep.
anyone that like have you seen them? Because
Yeah,
I want to say, yeah, I have.
I have, and every time I've seen them, they've been in a house where they look like belong to somebody who was not up on their like cleaning shit. It's like they trying to not have to wash their sheets often. So, and they only got one set of sheets. So, yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I think the next time I get sheets when Sleep Number has a sale. And I think the next time I will get some white sheets because, yeah, why not? I want to be luxurious like Angie Jerez.
Wow, it's amazing. Yeah. No, it's
Angie,
just pure,
it's
clean.
pure.
Yeah, it feels like pure and clean and honest. White is like honest. Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Thank you for being honest.
They're
You're
honest.
honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. So, all right. Well, thank you for being here, and let's do
Thank you for having me.
Well, I love having you, Angie. This is fun. Let's do the dice, because you didn't do the
Okay.
dice. You didn't do the dice last time, did you? No. Like you didn't. You were
So
supposed to. You're supposed to. I forget what the dice told you to do. Told us to do that week, but it was like
lick on the ear or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I did all that.
Oh, you.
I mean, I didn't do it because of the dice, but it just happened.
Man, you're supposed to just say it though. Like, come on now. You gotta push the brand.
No, but what I'm saying is like it wasn't because of the dice. It's like something like, you know,
It's
hear
par
the
for the
moment,
course.
and you find an ear in the way, and it's like, oh, here's an ear.
So you're trying to lick the ear out of the way? Is that what's going on? You were licking the ear out of the way?
No.
Did that work?
Not really. It wasn't trying to, lick it out of the way. It was just there. I was like, oh, here's something interesting. Yummy.
Oh God. Well, we're gonna roll the dice twice, and you can say these things for next weekend. All right. So the first one is suck, and it's a question mark. So that means you get to pick wherever you want to suck. Kids out there, be inventive. Don't be afraid. And then the second one is lick ear.
Again?
Again.
I think we got that last time.
And well, that was a time before. There's a whole episode in between that. So to do it again.
Okay.
There's only there's 1, 2, 3. There's 6 sides to a dice, right? So there's 12. There's 12 possibilities. They're gonna come up. They're gonna repeat themselves. So you have your marching orders.
No. There's more than 12 possibilities. There's way more than 12
How many 12?
possibilities.
Well,
Because
144.
one went,
No.
yeah.
Something like that. Well, you know what? With these goddamn dice, they seem to be fixated on the ear the way that I roll them. Like, watch, I'm gonna roll them again, and watch, it's gonna be something with the ear. Okay, well, this is eat lips. You know what lips they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Anywho, are you ready to get this party started, Angie Jerez?
Yes, I am. I feel like I need music. I know you can't do that. Yeah.
I know, because it's not like the 80s and 90s when you could just have music and shit and not be tagged for DMA, DMCA, whatever that shit is. So, we've spun the dice. We have the marching orders for that. The next thing we do is for the culture. And we didn't do this the last time because, I was just out of sorts. Okay. But for the culture is we want, because the world seems to be dumbing down. Did you ever see the movie Idiocracy? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. No.
The basic premise of the movie is that the only people that are having kids are dumb people, and the smart people aren't having kids. So society gets to this point where the average intelligence of everybody is really low. And there's a guy from the past, and I can't remember how he ended up in the future, but during his day, he was like mediocre. He was of mediocre intelligence. But when when he gets to the future, he's like the smartest guy on the planet because everybody's fucking dumb. That
sounds like an interesting movie.
It's a great movie. It's a comedy. It's really interesting. And as a matter of fact, that movie is why we have Crocs. Like Crocs first appeared in that movie, and it was a joke. Yeah, but yeah, I want to combat the stupidness of our society. Because I feel like
good luck.
I know, man. It's like I don't even know. It's like trying to stop the Titanic from sinking. But anyway, because it's National Women's Month, and Friday, March 8th was International Women's Day, I figured that I would find a factoid regarding a female. And because you're a Dominicana, what part of Dominican do your people come from? Dominican
so my family is from Santiago, La Vega, that region, and I lived in the capital for about 9 years.
In the capital,
but yeah,
which is the capital?
Santo Domingo.
Okay. So, I figured I would find a factoid about a influential Dominicana. Um,
Yeah,
and her name is Julia Alvarez. Are you familiar with her?
I am actually. I've read one of her books,
Okay.
Times of Butterflies.
Okay. So
Um,
she was born in New York, but spent some of her formative years
mhm,
living in DR. Before she was a teenager, her
yeah,
family had to return to New York because her father was involved in the anti-Trujillo movement. Her book
yeah,
draws on her family's experiences. Are you familiar
yeah.
with the anti-Trujillo movement?
Very familiar. So one of her books talks about the three sisters, the Mirabal sisters, which were revolutionaries from the era, and they were killed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great story. There are a couple of movies on them. I have friends that are actresses in the Dominican Republic that have a movie, and it's first of all, it's great to read the book so you can get familiar with it and then watch the movie. But yeah, the Trujillo era is very interesting. It's very interesting how they killed him. A group of civilians got
Okay.
together and said no more
So
and
he was
killed
the
him.
president, right?
Yeah, he was the president. He was a
Okay.
dictator. Um, he did a lot of great things for the country too. A lot of people don't mention that, but he was bad in a lot of ways as well. One interesting information is he had built a hotel that I love in the Dominican Republic, El Embajador. It was one of the, if not the biggest hotel in the Caribbean at the moment. And he put a pool in it. And at the time, hotels weren't as big or had pools.
Okay.
Um, so he was very proud of this. Um, till this date, that hotel stands. When I first started going there, they had the original furniture from the era. The hallways were like very antique. Like I used to love going there. It's more modern now, but
Hmm.
still great hotel to go to and to visit. But yeah, Julia Alvarez, Julia
Okay.
Alvarez. Um,
So that's
very she's a poet as well.
okay.
Great author.
All right.
Yeah.
So some of her books, her works is have through how the Garcia girls lost their accent in the time of butterflies
Mm-hmm.
and EO,
Mm-hmm.
which is what you read. And she's become one of the most celebrated
It's
Latina
it's
authors. What
it's Joe.
Joe?
Joe.
Okay, my fault,
Joe. Yeah.
Well,
Not you. Joe.
I thank you for that insight and stuff. I might actually check out, see if they have any of her works on Audible, because Brandon doesn't read. I listen to books because reading makes me fall asleep.
Yeah.
You'll know.
I
You'll know.
love reading.
Do you?
I love reading and I miss it so much.
Don't have the time.
Adulting is not easy. Yeah, but the time is like I used to read at night, but then I have a 9-year old now, and then by the time I'm done with work for the day and all my other personal stuff, like I have a job, but I also do real estate. I also have other businesses, and then pick her up from school, dinner, and all that, and homework. And she wants to watch a movie every night or spend some time with me watching TV. By the time I have like she's in bed, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that's a
Like
lot.
I don't, yeah, like I used to read every single night, but it's different now. Different times.
Well, something to look forward to for retirement, right? Save all your
Yeah.
books. Save all your books.
No, and even like when she's not with me, when she's with her dad, I take the time sometimes to, and then when I'm working out as well, I've been reading or listening to books.
Yeah. No, Audible is I haven't listened to much in since Labor Day, but I was taking in a lot of books while working, driving around. I really do love Audible. So I would wish I was the reader type, but I really do be falling asleep. Like I get a paragraph in and my eyes get heavy. It's
Um,
really bad.
I love reading at the beach. Oh my
Oh, well,
God,
that's
that's the
fun.
best.
That's nice. I cannot wait for the weather to change so that I can start going to the beach. You don't, Angie,
Yep.
have no idea. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I am going to be at the beach like every weekend, or I don't know, even weekdays. I'm just going to the
You're
beach.
gonna work from the beach. You're gonna have a hot
Yeah,
spot.
I'll bring my computer. Connect it to my phone. I'll work from the beach. I
And
love the beach.
you actually are really close to the beach.
Yeah, I am. About 40 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And if I want to go like to a regular, like if I don't want to go into the water, I just go across the street. I have the beach here, but you can't go in the water here.
No, you'll die. You'll
Yeah.
die.
I don't want to say we'll die, but you're gonna get some type of skin disease.
Yes, you're gonna die a horrible death. All right. So next up, we won't do shot o'clock because you're not here to do the shot. And I actually did 2 shots earlier.
But I want to know what that is.
No, I can't
What is
do
it?
anything. Shot o'clock? Well, what we do is, so I have this wheel here. You can see the wheel. And I spin the wheel. And whatever liquor comes up on, we have a shot. And so what did it come up on? It came up on Stateside, which is my vodka, which the girls hate. They hate it with a passion. But guess what?
Well, here's my shot.
What is that? Water?
It's water.
Well, that doesn't count. I had 2 shots of Casa before this. So I must not do I can't do the Stateside because I'm gonna die. And I haven't eaten all day. So
that's not good. Why would you do that?
This is the way shit shook out. It's just how it shook out, and it just shook out this way. So
order something.
After this,
do you remember me ordering that sandwich at your place, and then I got getting sick?
Yes, I remember, but I don't think it was the sandwich. I think it was Keisha. She did the energy work on you.
You think so?
She did the energy work on you.
You know what? You're right, because it was fine. I was fine.
Yes.
And it was hamburgers. We had hamburgers, right?
It was, we ordered 5 guys. Yeah.
5 guys. And it was so good. And I was fine. And all of a sudden it's like, I gotta go use the bathroom.
And that's how I knew we were cool. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, blow my shit up. And you went upstairs. Yeah, but I don't think
Keisha's fault.
It was Keisha's fault. So for y'all who don't know, Keisha does energy work. And in that episode, that was a episode of the End podcast. And Keisha sent energy to Angie. She's like, do you feel that coldness? She's like, do you feel that? And Angie's like, yes, I feel a coldness in my chest. She was like, yeah. And she was like moving the energy around. And then like, yeah, you were out, you were done.
Yeah, right. At the end, I was like, wait, I gotta go use the bathroom.
Oh, that shit was fun.
I was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. I know, right? She fixed my shoulder. She legitimately fit, and I didn't tell her that my shoulder was messed up. I had frozen shoulder for like 2 years, and it's painful. It's very, very painful. And she did an energy session on me, and she naturally gravitated towards my shoulder, and she did all this work on it. And then like after that, like within a month, my shoulder was better.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's good. She's super good. So especially considering I didn't tell her, and so it was not like a psychosomatic thing. But yeah. I remember that. Yes, the 5 guys. You were definitely jammed up. She got you good. She got you good.
Who was there? Who did I have there with me? Because they ate too, and no one got sick. Only me.
No, it was just you. You came by yourself.
Yeah, because. Oh, okay.
No, the other time was when you were doing the Angie Will Do Anything series, and
I'll try it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it, and you did the archery.
Oh yeah. Jen was with us.
Jen and your daughter. Yeah, so that was the other time. But when you came down for that to record that episode, it was just you. So no, you were the only one that got sick because I didn't get sick off of the 5 guys. So that, but.
No.
Keisha she only worked on you. She only set the energy to you. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So are you ready to play stupid games and win stupid prizes?
No.
No?
I don't want to play a stupid game and win a stupid prize.
Well, fortunately,
what are you talking about?
you do not have to play. For
Yeah.
periodically people will do dumb things and then bad things will happen to them. They'll play a stupid game, win a stupid prize. And so this week's contestant is rest in peace to this lady. And I mean, in all seriousness, what happened to her was
Yeah.
bad, right? So basically in Texas, Texas man Kerry Birmingham was sentenced to just 10 years in prison after murdering his wife and after finding out she was cheating on him. Kerry confronted his 48-year-old wife, Patricia Birmingham, in their driveway with a shotgun. Right before the shooting her, Kerry said, "All right, goodbye. You're going to meet Jesus. I hope it was worth it." Despite the
Yep.
shocking murder, Kerry was sentenced to just 10 years in prison and will be up for parole in 5 years. My dad died that day too, because the person who did that to my mom and my father aren't the same person, the daughter said. No matter what was said in this trial, you know what type of woman she was, and you know what you did and how he took away my favorite person in the world. So, did you get a
Oh,
chance to look at the video?
I did. Yes, I looked at the video.
I mean, this man, he got the big belly, bald head. He's got a big 12 gauge shotgun, chrome plated. He's in his robe, clearly with his manhood out because it's blurred. He's clearly drunk.
Yeah.
Now, so it's like, Brandon, how is this a who wins stupid game, play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Yeah.
So it's in, somebody made the point. It's like the mom in the video, and I played the clip for the podcast. She says, "Do you really want this on video?" Right? And so somebody
Yeah,
said,
she does say that.
"Yeah, right. Do you really want this on video?" So the stupid game is, someone sits in front of you with a weapon, and rather than run away, you pull out your
He's
phone and you're
recording.
recording as if that is going to protect you. That's dumb. Go ahead,
You
say
know
what
what
you're
I
saying.
think?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, who knows? We don't know the backstory. You don't know if these people were together or not. This man is crazy, and he just thought that was still his wife. Or there's so many things that that we might not know. But also the fact that she felt comfortable doing that, to me, it had happened before, where he pulls out a gun and threatens her, and then she's
Oh.
feel comfortable enough to record.
Uh,
Because if it's the first time that you see a man is pulling out a gun, whatever, you're gonna run for your life. I mean, to me, he had done it before, but he didn't do nothing. He was like, "Oh, he's just bluffing." You know what I mean?
I
Oh, let me record. This guy's bluffing again. Let me record him. I cannot find any other explanation to that.
well, I think, there's a concept, and I
She
can't
was too
remember.
calm.
I think well, no, because they were married, right? So you're married, she's cheating on him, he's drunk, like he's out of his mind. But there is a and I can't remember the term of it, but there's this thing where people who videotape, when they have their cameras, they're so into what they're recording that they forget that they're in danger, right? Because they're looking at things through the
That's
screen,
insane.
right? And so you forget. You're like, wow, I forget. They're not realizing that, like, yo, actually, you can get it too, right? And I think people do this when they videotape horrible things happening and they think it's going to protect them. Like, as they're looking through the screen, they forget that, like, yo, actually, you can get shot, you can get run over, you can burn up, you can get blown up.
So whoever thinks that way, they're not in their right minds. Especially her. She had a daughter.
I
Like
know, but it's
I feel like when you become a parent, like everything's based on your kids. Like, oh my God, I don't want to die. I don't want to leave my kids alone. Like before
I
I had kids,
I know,
I wanted to do everything.
but it's Angie. It's actually like a trigger. It's like a psychological thing. And like, it's happened to me when I fly my drone and I have those goggles on. I forget that I'm not with the
Well,
drone.
that's different though. You have goggles on, you're seeing everything different, and you're standing. But believe me, if you hear a bear behind you, you're not going to turn that drone around to record the bear.
No, but I
I'm
forget.
sure.
But no, sometimes I forget. Like, I have these projects that I'm Like I've been doing some time lapse projects where I'm videoing construction projects, right? And they're like in not good areas of the city. So I'm in my car with the windows down. And I get so immersed in the piloting of the drone, and I'm looking at looking at the footage through my goggles. I forget that I'm not with my, like, I'm not thinking about my body. Like I have to come back to myself, like, oh, yo, listen around you, because somebody could really come up and fuck you up, and you would never know, because you're, in my mind, I'm in the drone. If that makes sense, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it does make sense. I have this thing, the quest thing, and it's like you're there, right?
Yeah,
And you're not. Sometimes you get so into it, but this is different though.
I know.
This woman should be
Well, she's dead
scared
now.
to death.
Yeah.
She should have been scared to death, right? You did something stupid, and this man is holding a gun to your face. It's either well, not a gun, or
It
whatever
was
it
a
is,
shotgun, a big ass shotgun
a
that
shotgun.
at that close range, you were not, even if you live, I don't even think you want to be alive after you've been hit with a shotgun that close.
And it, like, why are you not running?
I
I
know.
mean, it has to be that he had done it before and he just did it just to scare her, or whatever the case may be. I mean, who knows what's the story behind the type of relationships these two people had. Nevertheless, another thing is 10 years for murder.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
I don't understand that sentencing, but I guess because it seems like it's even premeditated to a certain extent, but maybe because he was drunk.
Yeah,
Um, but it's also
it doesn't
Texas.
matter though.
But it's also Texas.
That is insane. I was about to ask what state, but yeah, that's insane. That is
Texas be
insane.
on
10
some
years, he
different
killed two.
shit. In 5 years, he'll be up for parole. He'll be eligible for
10
paroles.
Texas and Florida. I don't know what's up with these states.
You know what's up with these states. You know what's up with these states. So I don't know, man. I think, but the cautionary tale is that for people, when you're videoing something and it's a dangerous thing, don't get lost. Don't get so lost in your
Yes,
what your video, like looking at the screen, that you forget that you're
absolutely.
actually in danger. And don't think that just because you're videoing somebody that's going to protect you from whatever they're about to do to you. Because
No,
clearly
and
he
people
didn't
need to
care.
understand. Yeah, he didn't care. And people, that's another thing. People with mental issues these days, and people not giving a damn about anything. You got to be careful, and you got to think, and not be so into, like, what. Like, I think maybe she was recording him, so he thought, "Oh, let me not do this because I'm not going to be on video." Like,
He's like,
no,
nah.
just girl, run.
He's like, you cheated on me, bitch. That's it. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. Oh, he looks like a degenerate though. He really does.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, yes, so gross.
it's like that's who you. I mean, I know he
Yeah,
didn't look like that through all time, but I mean, he's morbidly obese. Um, he just doesn't look
yes,
like a nice
slurring
person.
his words. Like, yeah, he was drunk. You could just tell he's not. He wasn't a
Which
good
even
person.
makes it
Or
even
he's not a
more
good person,
ridiculous. That's even more ridiculous to stand in front of somebody that's holding a shotgun who's drunk. Because they tell you,
right?
like, when you're learning, when you're getting your gun permit or whatever, they tell you, like, don't
Hmm.
aim your gun at anything you don't intend to destroy. If, like, that's just
Yeah, if
what it
you
is.
pull that gun out, you better shoot.
You better shoot. And if whatever you know that whatever you're pointing at is going to destroy you. And he was definitely pointing at her. Like, he even fussed with it. Like, he raised it up,
Yeah,
aimed it
yeah,
at
yeah.
her,
So,
and then put it down so that he could extend the stock on the pack so he could get aim better. Like, yo, he was not playing. So play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So
okay. So wait. So who played the stupid game here? She did.
she did. She did. She
What,
played
by what? By cheating or by recording?
all of it. all of
Man,
it.
that is some.
All of it, but less about the cheating and more of the, like,
The
videoing
recording,
somebody
yeah.
recording when she should have been running. Like, she should have been, or she should have been dialing 911. She should have been doing
Hmm.
anything to preserve her life instead of, like, trying to shame him. Like, he's standing in the driveway with his robe open and his balls out. I don't think at that point in time he had any shame left.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
this is why I think, like I said, that she's not calling anyone. She's not running. This is why I think maybe he's done it in the past and he didn't do anything. He was just, trying to scare her. And she already knew.
yeah, well, she thought she knew.
Wait, where's my phone?
She thought
Yeah.
she knew. She thought she knew, and
She's with Jesus now.
not with Jesus, not with big baby Jesus.
Well,
Yes, she is.
somewhere.
She is in the afterlife, and hopefully doing much better. All right.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to ask you questions about, like, I want to get to know you, Angie Jerez, because like, I know things about you. I know that your feet get cold. I know these things.
So
What?
yeah, but not today. I mean, we're not going to talk about me today. My voice. When I'm ready to talk about myself, I'm going to do some serious talking.
Okay.
And yeah, my voice is not the best today.
Yes, you
I
got
don't
the
know
new
why.
gravelly thing. Yeah, what you been doing all weekend? What
Oh, I had an amazing weekend. Let me tell you.
what'd
I
you
did
do?
nothing. Well, not nothing. I did a lot, but just home with a clean house and my boyfriend. We ate, we watched movies, we did other stuff. No kids around. It was amazing.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
weather, like yesterday, was it rainy up there? Like it
It
was
was
today?
raining. It was raining. Yeah, both days, Friday and Saturday. On Friday, we turned on the fireplace. We listened to music. We drank some wine. Then we were like, let's make bacon, and we made bacon. We made some glazed sweet bacon. It was so good.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good.
Damn. Okay.
So we go to this place around here, and I go there for the bacon. Like they have this. It's glazed like with maybe maple syrup or something. I didn't have maple syrup, but I had like agave, so I use agave. Um, and it's a thick bacon, and it's a little sweet. It was so good, and we kind of, did it the same way. It came out very good. Yeah.
Mm.
And then Saturday, oh, I went to the pool. I used the jacuzzi. I used the sauna
Mm.
at the gym, and then we came home. Well, actually, went to a restaurant. I had an amazing weekend. Like it was so chill, so nice. Even with the rain. Oh, you know what I watched?
What'd
Have
you
you
like?
watched Poor Things with Emma Stone?
No, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
You
What is
need to
happening?
watch this movie. It's a movie with Emma Stone. Emma Stone and I forget this guy Ruffalo or Rufo. What I don't know what his name is. I forget it. He's the guy that plays the Hulk.
Okay. Yeah.
So it starts out very theatrical. The music it's a little even annoying, black and white. But this movie, you know, it's just you have to watch it. Let me give you some just a little bit. So there's this doctor. This woman kills herself. She's pregnant. He not saves her, but takes her out of the lake where she threw herself in. Takes the baby's brain
Mm.
because the baby's still alive. Takes the baby's brain and puts it into her.
Okay.
And then it's like she has a grown body, but she's learning everything. She's learning how to talk. She's learning how to walk all over again.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. And then it takes a twist because she whores herself at some point.
She what?
Yes. She whores, like whole whore. Like
Oh,
becomes a whore.
she has all the sex
Yeah.
for fun. I'm not even mad at her for that.
Curious. Oh my God. You got to watch it. You got to watch it.
Okay. All
It's
right. I
it's
gotta.
a pretty good movie. Like I started watching, I'm like, what am I watching? Like, why has this thing been nominated so many times? And then as it what as, 15 minutes in, I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
All right. I'll bite. I think if I have some time, which is hard to do because my life, whatever. Um, I will definitely try to check that out. I'm
Yeah, check it out.
I'm glad you had a great weekend. Like that's dope. That's really
I
good.
did. I
You got
did.
the glow, and you got the white sheets, you got the, the raspy voice.
Did.
Life is
Yeah,
good,
it
Angie
was it.
Jerez, huh?
Yes, it is. I cannot complain.
That
I had
is
a good
awesome.
weekend.
That is
Only
awesome.
thing I'm missing is a little bit of sun because it's been raining. But
Was
other than that, it's been good.
All right. Well, you know what? Look, listen, you gotta appreciate what you got, okay? Like you had the
I
relaxing
do.
weekend.
I do. I'm very grateful.
I mean, like look at the way that I look at rainy days is like I don't feel guilty about sitting in the house. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but when you have things to do though, like me, when it's raining, my energy is down. So if I have a lot of things to do around the house, it's like, oh, I don't want to because it's raining outside. I just want to go, under my sheets and watch something and drink some tea.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's exactly what I'm saying. Like so you got like you probably would have felt like you needed to do a whole bunch of things if the weather was good versus like
Yeah,
versus because it was rainy and stuff, it gave you permission to fire up the fireplace and just like really chill out. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
She's like, no, I ain't buying it. I'm sorry, I'm ordering
I
food.
mean, sometimes it's good. Like if you're up in the mountains just for a weekend, do
Mm,
nothing, and it's raining. I'm cool with that.
the
But
mountains.
it was good. It was a great weekend. I had a great weekend.
I'm happy for you. I worked
Yeah,
most of the weekend, and then a deer ran into the side of my car last night.
I saw that.
I know, right? Just
That's crazy. How's the deer? Did it survive?
no, I don't know. I didn't even look back at the deer. I saw
Oh,
when I tell you I saw a spray of blood, like I never saw the deer. Like I'm
oh
driving,
my God.
I'm driving, and then it's like I see brown and then blood. And so
Oh my
it
God. What, you see blood like in the air?
yeah, it is blood in the air. Yeah, blood in the air. So clearly
Oh,
it ran into my car. It wasn't like I ran into it. It was running across the street and didn't, yeah, so now I gotta deal with that. It's
oh.
bullshit. So
But you know what? You're okay.
I'm
Nothing
okay. And
happened to you. So,
my car is drivable. There's no airbags. It's like all cosmetic stuff.
yeah.
So it honestly, I could just get the parts and replace them myself. I know how to do it if I wanted to, but um we ain't gonna be doing all that because I don't have the time to be sitting there in my driveway putting a new hood on the car, and
Yeah.
a new door and all that shit. So yeah, that was my weekend. That was my weekend. All right. So you ready for some Am I the Asshole?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So here's the title. Am I the asshole for telling a doctor to shut up on a turbulent flight? I, 30-year-old male, was on a flight from Atlanta to LAX last night. Packed flight, everyone just trying to get some sleep. About 2 hours
Hmm.
in, the lights come on and the announcement crackles through the intercom. Turbulence ahead, fasten seatbelts. Pretty standard stuff. Then all hell breaks loose. This woman, maybe late 40s, impeccably dressed, starts freaking out, screaming about air pockets, demanding to speak to the pilot, the whole 9 yards. Flight attendant, super patient lady, bless her, tries to calm her down and explains it's standard procedure, turbulence is normal. Nope, not having it. This lady, who we'll name Jane, throws a fit. Not the screeching nails on a chalkboard kind, but a cold, steely fury. She accuses the flight attendant of lying and putting everyone in danger and demands to be deplaned immediately, which is funny because they're in the middle of the air. Flight attendant says that it's not possible mid-flight. And Jane launches into this whole spiel about how she's a doctor, pulls out her ID to prove it, and if something happens, it's on the airline. Now, the rest of the plane is awake. People are grumbling, some looking scared. A baby starts crying. That's the worst. Flight attendant is trying to reason with Jane, but it's like talking to a brick wall. Finally, I just lose it. I yell, probably a little too loudly. Look, lady, we all get turbulence. It's not a 5-star resort, but it's safe. Sit down and shut up before you get yourself arrested. Everyone stares at me. Jane spins around, eyes blazing, and starts in on me about disrespecting a medical professional. I fire back that a real doctor wouldn't be causing a scene and freaking everyone out. The flight attendant dives in trying to mediate, but the damage is done. We hit some turbulence, not terrible, but enough to jostle the plane. Jane freaks out and some people start getting panicky. I feel awful. Maybe I made things worse. The flight attendant gives me a look that could curdle milk, but then steers Jane away, talk to her privately. By the time we land, things are calmer, but the tension is thick. Jane gives me a withering look as she disembarks, and a few people mutter thanks under their breath. So, am I the asshole? Did I just escalate a bad situation, or was I right to shut down a meltdown that was putting other passengers on edge? Honestly, I'm honestly not sure. I feel like
So,
you would be the one that you would have been him. I could see you cussing. Yeah.
absolutely. Like, someone has to do it.
Okay.
Someone has to do it. And clearly, this doctor is is mentally disturbed in some way. Like, there's something wrong with her, right? Or
Right.
first time on a plane, or like something was not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something is not right with this woman. Like it wasn't about turbulence. Trust me.
Have you
It was something else.
have you ever been like close to this situation like that? Because you traveled a lot. Like, you know, your passport has been stamped. You've been places. You've done things.
Yeah, I've never been in a thank God, never been in a situation like crying babies. That's like the only thing.
Right.
And to be honest, it doesn't even bother me. Like I just shut it out. Just can't hear it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's the asshole. I find it funny,
Yeah, me
like,
neither. I mean, someone had to do it.
because
Yeah.
yeah,
And he said people were saying thank you when
under their
they
breath,
were did.
which
Yeah.
is kind of fucked up. Like, yo, they should have been like, if you're gonna be appreciative of somebody checking somebody, you should be full throated about it, like that under your breath shit. Like,
Probably, they don't want to. It's just,
but the flight is over. Like, they're getting off the plane. Like, they're not gonna see Dr. Jane anymore, right? So,
yeah.
and if the flight crew felt like maybe he was out of line, maybe the other people being like, yo, thank you, thank you, thank you, would be something that would
Yeah.
like make them think otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But no, I think he was like he was nice about it too. Like he wasn't too bad.
You think? I think he was
Yeah.
pretty fucked up. I'm sure he yelled at
Nah.
her. I don't know. Well, all right. Let's do this next
Yeah, like
one.
other people would have been use the F word.
Oh, he
Like,
didn't
what the fuck
curse.
is wrong with you? Yeah,
He did the
he
nice
was okay.
white
He was
people.
okay.
He did the nice
He did.
white
He
people cuss out.
yeah, yeah. And someone had to do it, so he's good.
All right. All right. Well, here's the next one. All right. My husband wants an open marriage because he's not attracted to my body. Oh my God. My husband and I are in our mid 30s, and my body changed a lot due to age, hormones, weight gain. My boobs are sagging. I have a pretty big stomach now. I'm 5'3" and 165 pounds. We've tried having sex recently, and he was turned off from my body. I didn't shave my body. I had body hair. He complained that I even had hair around my belly button, and he just couldn't finish seeing my body. He also wants my vagina shaved bald every time we have sex, but shaving is so uncomfortable for me, and I don't want to wax it. It hurts so bad, and I had a terrible reaction to waxing. My husband doesn't want to divorce since we do love each other, but he's attracted to me emotionally and not physically to me. He suggested an open marriage. I'm thinking about it because I don't think it's fair to him to be unsatisfied with my body. I don't have interest to lose weight. He wants to have sex with fitter and slimmer women that shave their body hair, and that's just not me. So I'm thinking about letting him have sex with other women. What say you, Angie Jerez?
All right. First of all,
Mm-mm.
if she is completely okay with him doing that, and it doesn't bother her, and she's not gonna feel a certain way, which by what she's you know by what she wrote, yes, she's going to feel a certain way. Then, I mean, if she's okay with it, then yeah, why not? Go ahead, do you. And yeah, come back home whenever you want. We have a great emotional connection.
Not the air quotes.
Yeah, she said emotional connection.
Yes, she did.
But if not, if that is something that makes her feel bad or that she doesn't approve of, she needs to dump this guy.
Damn.
Because, yeah, absolutely. A marriage, I mean, we're going to work on things together. First of all, she's not shaving. Excuse me, lady. I understand that maybe you can't do a lot about your weight, but you could take 10, 15 minutes to shave
I
if
know.
that's what your man wants, right? It's a commitment. You guys have to meet in the middle. He needs to be more supportive of her changes, and she needs to be more supportive of the things that he likes and wants.
Yeah, I felt him with the hair around the belly button. Like, god damn, like
Ugh.
what is I, right? Like if she has hair around her belly button, that means like she has a happy trail, as they like, people affectionately call it.
It
But
takes one swipe.
it does. She sounds like she's giving up. She said one swipe. It sounds like she's giving up. It really does. Like, so she's overweight. She doesn't want to lose weight. She doesn't want to shave. She doesn't want to wax. So I guess she doesn't want to do like laser hair removal. She doesn't want to use Nair. Like she actually doesn't want
Yeah.
to like that. And that probably is my
She's not
what?
she's not doing her part either. Like I know like he's in the wrong, right, for not being supportive. We're not helping her, not having a conversation of, hey, let's work on this together. But she kind of is as well
I
because
think no,
shaving.
but I think if she knows all these things, then clearly he's expressed them to her. Like, wouldn't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if she knows, like, if she knows these are the things that bothers him, then obviously he said something to him, and she's made the point of saying, like, I'm not interested in making any changes. So, is he
Yeah.
really wrong? Like, by because she knows, and she's like, yeah, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not shaving. I'm not waxing. I'm not using no Nair. I'm not using no electrolysis. I'm not losing no
Yeah.
weight. Like, that's pretty bad. And to be so young. Like I get it when you're in your 40s and 50s, you get to the point where you're like, fuck it, I don't even care no more. But like to be in your 30s and not want to like
I think 40 and 50 is when you have to be like, let me keep doing this. Let me feel good about myself. Let
oh
me
yeah.
feel beautiful. Yeah.
I
I
agree.
mean, but everyone's different. If she's okay with it, which I doubt, based on what she wrote, then go ahead. I mean, if you want to be, overweight and hairy and let your husband go sleep around and you're okay with it, right? Because if you are accepting that and you're okay with it, right?
I would
Fine.
im-
But I'm
I,
sure she's not.
I would imagine that yeah, she sounds like she needs therapy. Like it really is perplexing to me that she's like so resigned to just being like I'm me. Like, yes, bodies
Yeah.
change. Yes, our bodies change. Women, y'all can't help when your boobs sag, right? You
Yeah.
know,
She probably has kids.
yeah, hormone changes. Yes, like all those things are kind of out of your wheelhouse, but you can at least like the
Yeah.
shaving. That is light work.
Yeah.
That is
Exactly.
this is
Exactly.
light work.
Like, meet the guy in the middle, man. Come on.
Have you ever dealt with someone who is like had like
Didn't
physical
groom?
thing
Yes.
that didn't groom? Oh shit. There you go. Thank you. And they wouldn't groom?
Yes.
They wouldn't groom?
Yes. Yes. I have dealt with that. And it's disgusting, I think.
What did you
Because
do?
when you sweat, when you sweat and you have more hair, it just,
It odor,
it
the
doesn't help.
odor. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. hmm
So
Um, what did I do, you said?
yeah, like so what was I mean, like first
I
of all,
would
how long was the
express it.
relationship? Was it a brief situation? Like was that a like
It was not
you
a
really yo
brief
Angie, you really be
situation.
putting up with the bullshit for a long time. What is going
Well,
on?
but, well, guess what?
What?
Guess what? Same person.
Oh, all right. At least it's the same person. Okay.
Same
So there was a
person.
lot going
Yeah.
on with this relationship. So he wouldn't
Yeah,
groom.
man.
He wasn't manscaping. He wasn't.
He wasn't manscaping, didn't do it. Like maybe sometimes,
Mm,
rarely. Yeah.
no. So all right. Are you a need for a bald person or just
Not they have
grooming?
to be bald, but groomed, clean, you know,
Use.
not shit where you could get dreadlocks or like braid it out. Like, no.
Oh God,
No.
yo, I just like, yeah, hit him with the guard. I forget it's like a number one or number two. He's a trimmer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a trimmer. Doesn't have to
Yo,
be bald, but just clean.
but fellas, like real talk. Like if you want to look larger than you are, not having hair will make you look larger than you actually are. That's a
Oh, there you go.
that's a thing. But so so he's a narcissist and he's not grooming correctly. And you put up with
Listen,
this.
yeah, and I feel like yeah, and I feel like I'm giving him too much airtime.
I no, this is great. Not for you. I'm sorry that you went through all this stuff, but no, I
Yeah,
think this is a common thing for people, and it's one of the reasons why people struggle with their relationships is because
yeah,
like their partner lets them know like, hey, these are things that I don't necessarily care for, and there's an
yeah,
option to do something about it. And we're not talking about surgery or anything like that. It's a grooming thing, right?
yes.
And they
It's a
won't do it.
grooming thing.
Like this lady,
Yeah,
she's willing to basically be in an open marriage because she doesn't want to shave. Like,
yeah. There's something again. There's probably a mental issue there too. Something about her self esteem, giving up. It's like there's something that's going on because it's a marriage, right? It's a simple thing. It's not like he's asking you to go get under the knife and get lipo.
right, right.
Shave. Yeah.
And he tried.
I just realized.
Oh, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
switching the angles. Um, yeah, I
No, I'm
don't.
not switching the angles. I just saw that I could put a filter here.
Oh no, come on, here
Interesting.
we go. Here we
All
go with
right,
the
I'm not
filters.
touching it.
um, yeah, no, and I mean, I actually prefer shaved. I don't. It's like, can you just like if you want me to do certain things, then I need. I've picked hair out of my mouth, my teeth, and I don't like it. I don't.
Ah,
Yeah,
some people like it. I mean,
yeah. I know. It's just the hold on, like. I mean, I guess it's got to be extra
Ooh,
short, right? Right, exactly. Like that's not sexy. That's not sexy because I'm
it's
not going to choke
not.
on a hair
No,
follicle. I'm not going to. And it's amazing how one little hair follicle can make you choke because they're not this. They're not that big. So yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. I think this you owe it to your relationship to honor your significant other's wants and desires to a certain extent. And, as long as it's not like putting you in
yeah,
danger, then and it's not anything extreme and then yeah, you should do that. So,
absolutely.
mm.
It's relationships. There's commitment and sacrifices, and as long as it's something reasonable, why not?
And I mean, like honestly, is it really a sacrifice if you do something to make your partner happy, which in
Well,
turn makes them better in the relationship? You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
Like,
sometimes it depends on what it is, right? A
right.
friend that they don't want you to,
Oh, that's
like
different.
or things like yeah. Yeah, so it's different. Sometimes people, make sacrifices. Like I said, reasonable things, right? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
stop talking to my mom because you don't like her. Um,
Uh,
but you know what I mean?
Yo, and my brother just told me about, I don't know where he heard this, like what account social media it was on, but the guy was dating a woman, and then all of a sudden he stopped hearing from his family, right? Like in text messages, group chat.
Hmm.
And he finds out that like she deleted the thread. Like, so months were going by and he's like, yo, I don't think my family likes me. I don't, what's going on. And he somehow figures out that she's deleting the thread. And he's like, why did you delete the thread? First of all, why does she have access to your phone like that? That's a whole other, that's a thing. But she's like, oh, I'm sorry. So she came up with some kind of bullshit excuse. So he thought it was cool. Time passes. Again, he's not hearing from his family. Then he speaks to a friend, and the friend is like, yo, I'm sorry. I heard my condolences about your grandmother. He's like, my grandmother? What, huh? Like, yeah, your grandmother died. You didn't know? So he goes into his phone, and she had blocked his family, all of his family members from the phone, because she was insecure. Like, she felt like he was too attached to his family. And
Oh
so
my God.
I know, right? I know I would have punched her in her face. I know you're not supposed to put on a woman, but
Yeah,
the
zero
grandma,
violence, but
the grandmother's last dying wish was to see her grandson because they were really close and she hadn't seen
oh
him,
my God.
and no one knew why he wasn't responding to things. And I'm sure on their end they're like, oh, he's got this new girl and he's just stuck up her ass. Like, but yeah, he missed out the last months of his grandmother's life and being able to say goodbye because she blocked his shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know, man. You gotta be careful with who you deal with, man. You definitely have to be careful because
You have to.
that's insane.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta. That's all I got. I mean, I wanted to get the genesis of your acting career, but we'll have to just do that another time. Save your voice, because
Yes, yes. Let's do that. Let's plan it. I mean,
of course. Of course. No, this is well, and this Casamigos is hitting me anyway, so it's all good. You couldn't
yeah, go
tell.
get something to eat.
I ordered some Five Guys, and that's your fault because you bought up Five Guys.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm hoping this shit actually gets delivered to me because the last time I used Uber Eats, not the time before last.
Oh, they're a mess. They're a mess.
The dude just dropped my food off in front of the hospital, like 6 blocks away. Like there was a picture
Oh
of my
God.
food. There's a picture of my food. I saw asphalt, like, cause
Yeah, Uber is a mess lately.
yeah.
I mean, they've given me so many credits because they don't deliver right. They cancel the orders. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be.
I sent my friend an edible arrangement for their birthday, and they never got it.
Are you serious? Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice you get your money back and everything, but like you still can't get the moment back.
Exactly. They're like, oh, we're going to refund. I don't want a refund. I want my friends to get their edible arrangements. That's what I want. I don't want the money back.
Well, why? Damn, why is edible arrangements not? They usually deliver their own shit. Like, what's happening with society?
It was an edible arrangement, but it wasn't from edible arrangement.
Look at you doing the bootleg.
It was from somewhere else. It wasn't a bootleg. It was a florist. And it was on the same day. Edible arrangements doesn't do things on the same day.
Yeah, they do. I've done it.
You got to order in advance.
No, I've done it. I've sent it. You got to do it early.
Oh, well, it wasn't from edible arrangements.
Well,
I went on Uber and I found it, and
you got to use that flowers company that has the the one, and I'm not gonna say the other 3 digits because you do better that way.
I use them.
Do you?
But I don't know if they do same day.
Yeah, they do.
I went into Uber Eats and I searched for edible arrangements, and the florist came up, and that's who I ordered it from.
And they use Uber Eats. They ain't deliver the shit. Was there at least a picture? Like I feel like the insult.
Nothing.
The insult for me was seeing the picture because what happened was it was like, hey, like your food is in its way. And then I got the text and it's like, hey, prepare for the arrival of your food. Such and such is about to drop it off, right? And I was editing, and so I got distracted. And then like 45 minutes passed. And I'm like, wait a minute, my food isn't here, right? So I look in the app. So I go to the front door and open it because I have the still COVID thing where you just leave it at my door and there's nothing there. So I look in the app and it's like, you rate your delivery experience. I look and it's like,
you're like, what delivery?
What delivery? My bag, my food. I see the asphalt and there's no dark asphalt in front of my house. I'm like, this is not my house. And I look on the map as to where it was delivered, and it was like the hospital, which is nearby. So I'm like, well, maybe
that's crazy.
Something happened to him and he needed to go to the emergency room. And maybe had I seen that like right when he dropped it off, I would have got my car and gone and got it because I wanted that fucking food. Like I was hungry.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I'm so hungry.
Like when you really want it, like,
mm-hmm.
and it's either canceled or it's taking forever. Oh.
And the place was closed because it was too late. Like the restaurant had already closed, so it's not like I could reorder it. And I'm like, well, the food, if it's even like, I'm sure it's still there because people aren't going to pick up a bag of food like on the street, but it's cold. So yeah, I was upset. That was upsetting. So I hope this doesn't happen with my current order. Well, my Five Guys with my 10 bazillion calorie meal that I'm about to have. So
yeah.
Anyway, Angie Jerez, how can people get a hold of you?
So I am on Instagram, Angie_Jerez.
That's with a J for you gringos. What is the
Jerez?
What is the Dominican equivalent of gringo? The term gringo. Do you have one?
Gringo.
Oh, it's just
gringo.
And if you have if you want travel inspiration, travel articles, things like that, what is that Instagram handle and website?
That's Casa de Ocio. Casa de Ocio. It's on TikTok as well.
So check her out. And the next time we will delve into how the story. I'm trying to think of the superheroes have their story, like how they became a superhero story, but I can't think of the term because it's Casa Domingos is fucking with me. So it's not gonna happen. But Angie, thank you so much for stopping by and
in my cloud.
In your cloud, your white sheets in your old people bed with the elevated back.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you because I have one too, so it's all good. Anyway, I am Brandon, aka DJ Silk. You can get a hold of me. Oh, look, you're going up. What is that?
I was exiting. Bye.
You're well, I gotta close my shit out. Like you got to know how to get a hold of me. What is that fabric behind? Is that fur behind you?
This is just it's like fur. It's a pillowcase.
You got like 20 pillows on your bed, don't you?
6.
6. 6. Anyway, her bed. If you want to see her bed, Angie Jerez's bed. At least part of it. You can hop on to YouTube and see that. I think we should be honored that you allowed people into your space like that. So thank you. But you can follow me at DJ Silk, Instagram, Threads, Spill, X, DJ Silk 12 on TikTok and on Mixcloud.com. And you can check me out Fridays from 9 a.m. to 9:20 a.m. on 88.9 FM WEAA, the voice of the community, with the lovely Erica Kane and the amazing Lena J for Soul School mixes. And of course, they're on the Mixcloud. So yes, we're accessible. I'm accessible. Angie's accessible. And yeah. So
all right. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here, Angie Jerez and Cultured Misfits. Next time we'll see you. Thank you for tuning in. And don't go anywhere, Angie. All right, we're out.
Bye.